What are the lies that you're hearing that disturb you most?
Oh my God.
Oh, I saw this.
Oh my God, I knew it.
Okay, this is the R. Kelly stuff that's going on right now. Ugh, it like grosses me out just to even watch him in these interviews.
All of them. Got little girls trapped in the basement.
Oh my
Helicopters
God.
over my house. Trying to rescue someone that doesn't need rescuing.
Just looking at him like, oh, it frustrates me.
Because they're not in my house. Handcuffing people, starving people. I have a harem. A cult.
I can't. There's just so much bullshit coming out of his mouth. I feel so bad for all of these women who he's like put them through just hell. But I think that the documentary was definitely really important, and I think it was instrumental in him being arrested too.
Are you saying everybody in that documentary was not telling the truth about you? Everybody?
He evades all the questions.
Everybody said something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good.
Well, obviously.
They was describing Lucifer. I'm not Lucifer.
All you have to do is look at yourself in a mirror and tell yourself you're not guilty enough times until you start believing it.
You can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity just like that. All you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so-and-so did this to me. R. Kelly did this to me. And if you
I hate this so much.
She's realizing, oh I did all this fucking terrible stuff to people, and now I have to pay. And he's like, no, you can't judge me for that stuff back then. I'm fine now.
R. Kelly did this to me, and if you get any traction from that, if you're able to write a book from that, if you're able to get a reality show, then any girl that I had a relationship in the past that it just didn't work out, she can come and say the same exact thing.
Wow, man.
With all I've been through in my way, way past,
you.
hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say
Pretty stupid.
I didn't say you were
That's
holding.
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes. It's on.
That's stupid.
Oh my God.
your
I
common
thought it
sense.
was a comedy at first. I thought it was like an impersonator or something when I first saw the images on Twitter.
Love me if you want.
Because I was like, this can't be real.
Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me?
He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career.
Seems like he's got himself under control real well. That's good.
Gale is amazing. She's such a good interviewer. She kept just like cool and collected the whole way through. And she calls him out on his bullshit.
You're killing me, man.
So much anger just welling up, and I'm like, it's so...
I'm trying to have a relationship with my kid, and I can't do it.
Because you're sick, man.
Y'all just
sick in the head.
Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
He's so defensive. This is clearly somebody who's guilty.
You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
That dude's like, we gotta move over here.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big.
When someone says things like that,
And
I don't believe it.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly. You do.
Hold on. She's talking to him like a little kid. Goes, R. Kelly, come on, like don't cry. It's R. Kelly, please.
You sound like R. Kelly. You do. When I listen to you,
I'm
it
just
does
telling
sound
the
like
truth.
you're playing the victim
I'm just
card.
telling the truth.
Wow, man. So sad. He's been doing this for so long, and now it's finally all catching up to him, and I think he feels cornered in.
He's not being calm and denying this, and he's not like, okay, you know, I didn't do it. The way that he's exploding and going off like this, like, it's just not normal. Clearly, he's guilty.
His ego is so big, and he can't keep it in check, and he's done so many horrible, horrible things that I feel like this is the first time he's getting like serious backlash about people being like, no, you should go to jail. So he's just spiraling out of control.
It wasn't until this documentary that I watched it, and then it just felt so insane. I know it's the whole thing where it's like innocent to proven guilty, but with all these people having the same story against R. Kelly, you can't help but believe these poor women.
So that was the first interview R. Kelly has done since he was charged with sexually abusing 4 women, 3 of whom were underage.
Yeah, so I know that for a while, and this has been going since like the 90s, people have been talking about how R. Kelly does have a thing for underage girls, and now apparently he's been holding these girls captive and kind of like making them his sex slaves.
Media outlets have gone crazy over this interview, specifically the moment where R. Kelly completely lost his composure, and SNL even did a parody of it recently.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. It's sad, but it's just like the guy is giving them so much material to work with that the comedians are just jumping all over it.
Thank you for being here, Robert.
Well, thank you for having me, and please just call me Victim.
I don't know if I feel comfortable making fun of things like this.
I guess my first question for you, Robert, is why exactly are you doing this interview?
Because people think that I'm some kind of a monster. I'm here to remove all the doubt, okay?
Man, Keenan is hilarious.
My lawyer was telling me no, but my ego was telling me yes.
You know, I'm not a very PC person, but I really felt like SNL did it in such a tasteful way that it's the truth.
Please call me Victim.
No.
This is like the subtext of what R. Kelly was thinking during that actual interview.
You can start a rumor about any celebrity, just like that. All you gotta do is push a button on your phone and say, R. Kelly did this to me, and then attach a video of me doing that thing. And people will believe you. It's scary.
Exactly. It's not like they were coming out here without any proof.
I'm just gonna ask you plainly, have you ever held women against their will?
Why would I do that? That would be stupid. How stupid would it be for me, R. Kelly, with all the crazy illegal things that I've done in my past, on tape?
It's like a f***ed up situation, but I feel like a lot of ways people process like really traumatic and hard things is to laugh through them and to make fun of them and to like kind of twist them in a funny way.
And gotten away with scot-free to do it again.
It's funny, but it's also sad because this is just so true.
Why would I do these things for 30 years?
Something like this is never funny in any context whatsoever. So it's like, I just thought it was like in bad taste.
I gave y'all trapped in the closet, feeling on your booty. Age ain't nothing but a number, and so many other clues.
Ooh. Oh my God. But this is not okay to laugh about. This is serious stuff that people go through every day.
This is how you repay me? Robert. I don't have anybody left in my corner. 30 years.
Okay, brother. Okay, brother. Okay.
Oh, man, that's almost a decade.
Wow. That was a good one. Keenan is really funny.
To me, this is okay because they're not really making fun of like the victims, and they're not really bringing the victims into this. It's just about R. Kelly himself, and already he made a fool out of himself, and that's what has allowed for people to make fun of him in this situation. I just think he's a disgusting human being who deserves everything that's coming to him.
It's a rough subject because when you joke about something like that, it is bad, right? I feel bad for the victims. I feel bad for what happened. I think, you know, where everybody's making fun of it is him, right? They're pointing their jokes at him.
I feel that the people that are like pro R. Kelly, they like are not gonna want to listen to the criticism of him, but maybe, you know, through comedy and like something like that, they're gonna like see it and like maybe they like change their mind. However, I don't feel comfortable laughing about topics that serious. You know, people say I'm too serious, but like I don't freaking care.
So as you saw, it looks like people are pretty openly making fun of R. Kelly in the interview. Why do you think our society seems to respond in comedic ways with things like memes or the SNL parody to something that is so serious?
I think in general, comedy stems from something dark and something serious. Now that, you know, it's so easy to make memes and to make videos and edit things together, like it's just a really easy way for us to kind of deflect on the situation.
It's a way for us as like an internet society to cope with like really tough information. We like to make fun of dark situations to kind of deal with like, it's a really serious matter.
I think it's funny to poke fun and not that it's reducing the severity and the seriousness of the situation. When they make skits about it and stuff like that, it's kind of a jab to them, you know, like, hey, you screwed up.
It'd be interesting to know for people who watch this now, do they actually dig into it and figure out like what, because like now I'm like, oh, I wonder what the full story is. So now I'm probably gonna go home and I'm probably gonna actually like read exactly what happened.
People don't like to be exposed to something that makes them uncomfortable, that makes them feel, oh, you know, maybe this is something kind of like serious. This man slept with underage women and you guys are taking this as a joke. Like, this is funny. Like, oh, ha ha ha, we can laugh at this. Where is that funny anywhere?
So recently there's been the documentary about the R. Kelly allegations and a different documentary about Michael Jackson's alleged abuse of children called Leaving Neverland.
I heard about it, but I hadn't watched it yet because I don't have HBO.
These types of allegations, both against celebrities and in general society with people around children, seem to be surfacing more and more frequently. So oftentimes, even with regular people and very often with celebrities or big organizations that have this come to light, people find it hard to believe. Why do you think people sometimes have a hard time believing these things?
Because it's so f***ing like diabolical is what it is. It's like you can't fathom it as a human being is why a lot of people are like, no, that would never happen to my kid.
It's hard for people to believe it when they thankfully have grown up in an environment that they were never in that situation.
When it's actually happening to you and you don't report it to adults, who's gonna believe you years from now, you know? And I think that's kind of the conflict that a lot of the victims face.
The celebrity makes such an impact on their life, and like for them, that celebrity can do no wrong, which is not true, you know? They can do a lot of wrong.
It's a lot harder for people to believe that celebrities are doing this because they respect and love these people so much. I mean, I know even for me, like, to be honest, even with the whole Michael Jackson thing for a while, I was like, I don't know, because I realized that it's because I love Michael Jackson. But if he did these things, then obviously that's awful regardless of who he is, and the survivors need to be believed.
So one of the big topics of discussion surrounding both Michael Jackson and R. Kelly has been their music. People are debating whether it's okay to still listen to it, and some are calling for radio stations and platforms like Spotify to remove their music altogether.
God, I always think about this too, because it is a bit of a moral dilemma. When it's something serious, like sexual abuse or sexual assault, that's where I start thinking, okay, so I don't think I can listen to this anymore.
I, as the viewer, should be able to select what I want to watch. I shouldn't have somebody out there that's filtering it for me.
Yeah, it sucks, because it's like, some of this music was fantastic. Like, you'll hear it sometimes still somewhere where like people are like, oh, I still stand with R. Kelly, but I can't support that, because it's like, I know what he did, and for me to continue playing that would be like, oh, he did this to 4 women, but I'm okay with it because his music's great. We can't do that. We just can't.
A lot of artists like in the past have had like really troubled upbringings and stuff like that, and a lot of like tragedy and things like that like kind of fuel their artwork. But like when you're doing something this heinous and this f***ing unforgivable, I don't want that type of art.
So finally, would you continue listening to R. Kelly's or anyone's music that you enjoy, even if they are facing crimes like this?
I can't. There's just some things that you just can't do. I'm so cautious to listen to any artist now, because now it's like, okay, do I have to go dig up some research and find out that they did something too, and now I have to cancel these people?
Like this, no, I wouldn't. The same thing happened with Kevin Spacey. Like, he used to be my favorite actor, and then when that stuff happened, it's like, I can't look at him the same way.
For my own personal use, I can cut out the music.
It's a bummer, you know, I still hear a Michael Jackson song on the radio. I don't immediately think of all of this. It happens to be on. I'm not gonna run over and, you know, turn the radio off.
Even now, when I hear Michael Jackson songs, it's like, oh, I love this song, but there's always a little memory that pops up where I'm like, he did some not so great things, right? And then I don't know what to do. Like, I get conflicted, right? And it's like, well, I still listen to the music.
Michael Jackson's music is timeless. It's not going anywhere. So the music, the art is bigger than the person. So it's like, I can separate the two. I can't just say just because they've been accused of this, I'm not gonna listen to that.
I don't plan on listening to him or supporting anyone else that has, you know, been found to be an abuser. This actually happened recently where I was at a club and they started playing Ignition. I and a lot of other people in the club kind of just stopped dancing, and we all kind of just looked at each other like, all right. At the same time, I'm not gonna like go and be like, turn this off right now.
I know a lot of people deleted everything and burned their CDs and all of that. I wasn't so like fast to jump into any conclusions. I didn't delete the album, but I have it, and when like a shuffle and the song comes up, I do change it. It's just a hard thing. Like I don't want to delete it, but like I'm not listening to it.